Hi everyone. In today's video we're going to be making this really fancy pair of earrings. I hope you guys like them. I think they turned out really pretty and they remind me kind of right now what's kind of trending is if you watch Bridgeton from on Netflix, if you like those shows, it kind of reminds me of a pair of earrings from the Bridgeton show. And if not, they still are pretty fancy to wear to a wedding or some sort of special event. So anyway, I'm going to be teaching you how to make this pair using our fluorite and pyrite beads from Victory Gem and Beads. As you know, we did an unboxing and I will link that video up here. I think it's, I don't know, up in the left or right corner. I'll be linking a video to that so you can see what other gemstones I unboxed. But we're going to be using this from the box that they sent me. From what I was reading, fluorite was first kind of talked about or discovered in 1530. You can find it in different countries. And it says that it's a stone that is known for its clarity and mental enhancement. It's referred to as a powerful crystal, and especially because it absorbs the negative energy, specifically from one's aura and mind. Fluorite will allow the mind to flow freely to balance thoughts and ideas. So they recommend this for people that have trouble navigating life by assisting and helping you make the decisions you truly want. So there you go. That is a very cool stone. I find it very interesting to read about these stones. And I also have several, like large crystals of my own. So yeah, that is very cool about fluorite. I know I need some of that crystal in my life because sometimes I have a hard time making decisions. The fluorite and the pyrite will be linked in the description box below. Without further ado, let's get into making this fancy pair of earrings. All right, so I'm going to set this strand aside and let you know now what we're going to need. We're going to need 2 of the fluorite beads and then some of these little pyrite beads. They're like mini beads. And from my stash, and you can use anything else if you want, if you have in your stash, I grabbed some of these. They have like a lilac hue to them. Grab some of these pearl beads that I have in my stash and these beautiful glass pearls in purple that I also saved. And also in my stash I found these beautiful head pins that I was like, oh, these are perfect to use and add that little special touch to the earrings. So I'm going to grab one of those. And you're also going to need a pair of earring hooks, some 24 gauge wire. This wire got all tangled up on me, so I have no idea what happened there. And you're also going to need 20 gauge wire. And I got this one from Bridgeton, but you can use any 20 gauge wire that you have. And then for your tools, you're going to need a side cutter, your round nose pliers, a pair of bent nose pliers, some flat nose pliers or chain nose pliers is what they're also called, and some nylon jaw pliers. The nylon jaw pliers are just going to be used if you need to straighten some wire. Otherwise, you can also use your fingers just with the warmth of your fingers. That will also warm up the wire and you're able to straighten it out if you don't have some nylon jaw pliers. And you basically can use and adapt any of your tools that you have. If you just have the cutter, the round nose, and the chain nose pliers, these 3, you can definitely use this for, you don't need a lot more. I just like having the extra ones because it makes me do my work a little faster. But if you buy just a nice simple kit at any craft store, you should be able to, you can definitely use just those. So anyway, to get into it, I'm going to cut from my 20 gauge wire. We're going to cut 4 inches. I'm just going to work off the roll for the 24 gauge wire to start off with, just so I know how much I need and so that I don't have to fuss with untangling all of it. So you're going to take your fluorite bead and thread it on to your 20 gauge wire, and then you're going to take your 26 24 gauge wire, and leave a little lip right there, and you're just going to go around. So we're leaving the little lip to anchor it to the wire, and we're going to do a kind of the beginning of a herringbone wrap. So I'm going to go all around the side and then over the top and come back around just like that, and then come back down this side over the top. Hold it to make sure that it stays here on the end, just like this, over the top, and then bring it around again, and then just kind of use your hand. Like I said, with the warmth of your hand, you can definitely straighten this out without needing an extra tool. And then here, I'm just going to cut this little piece off. Now that we have it anchored, and with my chain nose pliers, just get in there and tuck that little piece of wire in. Make sure there's nothing sticking out. It's nice because this stone has a little bit of a flat edge. So now what we're going to do, now I can cut, and I think I am going to cut about, because I need to do two, the pearls and the little pyrites. So I think I'm going to cut about 12 inches. Just to make sure. I might be overkill, so I will let you know how much I have left in case you like to do it exactly. You want to cut off exactly what you need. So now I'm just going to take some of these pyrite stones and thread them onto our 24 gauge wire. Now that I have them threaded on, going to go around over that other wrap that we did and bring it right up. So I put the exact number that would make it nice. Let me see if I can even take one out so that it's really flush against the, yeah, that should work. So now we made it nice and flush against the bead, and now we can go around and do like another herringbone wrap, and then put the rest of the crystals on this side. All right, I think I have enough for this side, and we're going to go around again and meet up with the start of the other beads. And again, we're just going to tightly wrap, nice and tight, the other side of our beads. And now we have our first two rounds like this. See how pretty that looks, even like that alone. Now we're going to take our pearls, our little mini, I think they look a little bit like they have a little tinge of lilac to them. I thought they were perfect to add to the pyrite and the fluorite. All right, so now we're going to thread the pearls onto the 24 gauge wire. Now that we've got the pearls on, let me see if this will, I think I'm missing one. Yeah, one more pearl should be enough. So I'm just going to add more and more. And we should have enough. There we go. Now we're going to do the same as we did with the silver ones, silver beads, and then going to add the same amount to the other side. Okay, so now we have this side, and again I'm going to close this, and then since this is the last row, you can always even add more if you have different stones. You can make this circle bigger if you like and not put a pearl on the bottom. I mean, you could definitely make some nice, beautiful statement earrings, even though these are already beautiful statement earrings, I think. And so I'm just going to do another couple of wraps just to anchor it in place. And now that I had several inches left, so you might want to use 10 inches of the 24 gauge wire. If you're going to use this, it just also, see, the thing is, it also depends on the stones you're going to be using around. It depends on the what are you going to be putting around the pyrite and the fluorite. So now that we have that, now we're just going to take one side should be, make sure that one side is a little bit longer than the other. So I think I'm going to do like that. See how this side has a longer piece than this side? So this side we're just going to bend the wire like that. We're just going to do a simple loop. And then once you bend the wire, now you just cut about, leaving about probably about, I think about a centimeter. Or a quarter of an inch, and then just roll the rest towards you. And then for this side, we're going to do a wrap loop just to make them a little bit stronger for that pearl. So here I'm going to use the tip of my chain nose pliers to provide the space that I need. And I'm going to bend the wire, put my pliers, my round nose pliers in there. So now that I have my loop done, well, you don't even have to take it off if you want to, but otherwise you can always grab it with your chain nose pliers like that. Tuck this in there like that. And now you want to make sure that both sides are facing the front. Now we're going to grab our big purple bead. Then we're going to take one of our beautiful fancy head pins and see how pretty that looks. And then just, we're going to do another wrap loop on here. Now here, before you close your loop, you want to first put in your wrap loop from the other side. And that's where these bent nose pliers come in handy, because you could just get in there. You're able to hold down the wire without being in the way of your wrapping. And there we go. And then just cut this and tuck as well. Now bring in your ear wire, your ear wire hook, and put that on. And there we go. And there we have our beautiful fluorite earrings. Fluorite and pyrite earrings. Look at how beautiful those look. What do you guys think? Do you like them? I think, like I said, for a special event, they will look so pretty, so stunning. And again, I will have everything linked down below for the fluorite and the pyrite that you can get, where you can get the stones. Definitely check out Victory Gems and Beads website. They have not just these stones, but they have so many more, and they're adding much more every day. So thank you again to Victory Gems and Beads for sending me these beauties. And then stay tuned for the other tutorials I'll be making with the other beautiful gemstones that they sent me. And for now, please stay safe, take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.